Hello, this is always Richard of Geek Out, and in this video we are going to explore Trevor Jacob's video, I Crashed My Plane. I have seen a lot of YouTube responses to Trevor's video. One thing I see is people saying Trevor was off course when he crashed his plane. In this video we will explore the flight path that he should have taken if he was to fly to his intended destination as indicated in this video. Okay. So this is the Taylorcraft Bc65. It's the aircraft that Trevor flew in his video, I Crashed My Airplane. And what I was looking for, the performance numbers, and this is the only place I could find them. I couldn't find a pilot's handbook or POH, so for the Bc65, I mean I could have bought one, but I didn't want to do that. So we got the service ceiling at 17,000 feet. We have a normal cruise of 95 knots, 18 gallons of gas it can carry, and a max range of 261 nautical miles. So what I did was I did some calculations, and 261 miles divided by 95 miles per hour gives you a flying time of 2.7 hours. Of course, we're not counting taxi, takeoff, climb, descent, landing, fuel consumption that you would normally have to do, but for this we just use 2.7. 18 gallons divided by 2.7 hours gives you 6.7 gallons per hour, and so we'll use that data to run the performance calculations and plan the flight. So this is Sky Vector. It's it allows you to look at VFR sectional charts as well as IFR charts, and the other thing you can do is you can plan your flights with this. And so I entered Trevor's plane, and I found it was N, I think that's the N number, and 95, 6.7, and 18 gallons. I give it a taxi fuel of 0.5. So we're flying from Lompoc to Mammoth. Lompoc is KLPC, the airport code, the ICAO code, and then Mammoth is KMMH. That's the flight. Direct flight between the 2 points, and so let's see what this looks like. So what I'll do is I'll zoom in here. And the first thing I notice is that if Trevor did not have a radio, then he'd have to stay out of this Delta airspace with this little extension on the end here. So you might have to fly out here. You don't have to fly way out here. You just have to stay outside of their airspace boundary. They have no jurisdiction over here. And this is the Class E. And you only have to worry about this when you're in IMC, but Trevor in his video is definitely not a low visibility day, so I didn't think I have to worry about that. Just come straight out here. And if you look here, these things are sector altitudes, and the sector is this area here. And in that sector here, the highest item that you have to worry about is 5,200 feet. And that doesn't mean you have to be above 5,200 feet. Just have to be aware that those things are around there and avoid them if you can find where they are. This one is 5,300 feet. And then you can continue up here. It's 3,300 feet here, 4,700 feet here. I'm not too worried about that sector. Then you come into this cluster of airports. 1,000 feet is the highest obstacle in that area. Then you start having to climb 8,500 feet, 14,100 feet, 12,200 feet, 14,000. Is that 8? 14,300 feet. So, but you have to get over this mountain here, which is 10,648 feet. You got this one here as 13,100 feet. You have this right on your path is 12,221 feet. Then 12,598 feet. So you're going from 12,598 feet to 7,135 feet to land at this airport. So that's quite the dive. So I probably wouldn't take that route just because I don't like bumping up against high altitudes that high anyway. So what I might do is I might come down this valley. We have to worry about the Bishop MOA, but here we have a 4,124 foot runway. The runway height, the airport height above sea level is 4,124 feet. We have 3,908 feet for this guy. This one here. Where'd it go? 3,710 feet. This is, I think this is the Owens Valley. And we got the Owens MOA to deal with. Bishop MOA. We got a restricted area we have to stay out of. And this is the Sierra Nevada mountain range. Sierra Nevada mountain. So that's probably why ideally you want to probably fly up in this corridor here to come up here. Isabella MOA I have to worry about. So what I'll do is we'll grab the flight path and we'll bring it up to here and fly up this road. Probably fly over this airport. Why not? And probably come in here and fly up here to avoid those and all like that. So that might be a better path. So let's see what we have for MOAs and the restrictions. So right now in San Francisco. And if you just click that, then you get the actual sectional chart, not stitched together with the other ones. And come up to the top here. I mean, you can fly an MOA, but it's not recommended that they're active, or you at least should know about them. So the Bishop is operational Monday through Friday from 6 to 2200. We have Isabella, same time, Monday through Friday. Then we have Owens, same thing here. And so that looks okay. We can go on the weekend. I don't know what day Trevor was flying, but if you did on the weekend, there would not be a problem with that. And so what we'll do is, I gotta find the path again. There it is. And look at the Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, I guess we're looking for the Bakersfield. Bakersfield, intermittent by NOTAM, so probably does not use that much. But when you call when you call for your weather briefing, I'm sure they'll tell you about that if it's active. Well, you should ask. Okay, bring back the World VFR, all the sectional stitched together. And so looking at this, The thing here is probably want to avoid this. We can fly up to here or down to here. I'll pull it down to here. It brings it closer to Trevor's flight path, and we can avoid it down there. And let's see if we let's say we don't want to bother with the special military airspace, so we'll put that up to there. Basically, it's a IR training route. So how this works is, you can see it's here, and it's IR 200. I means it's they communicate with ATC, and since it's 3 digits, it's above 1,200 feet above the ground. But they're doing more than 250 miles is the speed limit below 10,000 feet. So military on these training routes can break that speed limit. So you probably want to avoid this when they're active. So, but that still doesn't explain why. So let's add Trevor's crash spot. It's in the second, so I'll add it here. And so now we have, so why did he fly this way? Right over the Condor Sanctuary. So perhaps he was gonna come over to here where it's 5,000 feet instead of 5,600 feet, 5,700 feet. So let's assume he was probably planning to fly up through here. That could have been what he was doing, and then fly up through there. So it's not totally out of the way. I suppose it could be explained away. And it should have been okay, I guess, to fly that route. So there's nothing really suspicious after looking at this with Trevor's flight. I mean, there are a lot of other things suspicious, but perhaps this flight isn't as suspicious as it looked originally, because he's trying to get up into this Owens corridor, Owens Valley, and that would take 266 miles, 3 hours. He's definitely over budget on gas, but there are plenty of places to stop. Here, here, and here. Probably this would be a good spot to stop. So there it is. Not too suspicious, at least the path he took. A little bit, maybe. So I think Trevor's flight path and crash location makes sense, given the Sierra Nevada mountain range he would have had to have dealt with on a direct flight path. Personally, I find it concerning that Trevor did not attempt to perform any emergency procedures, troubleshooting, and elected to immediately abandon the aircraft on the first sign of trouble. In fact, YouTuber Scooby 1961 proved that he could have glided from the place where he lost his engine to the nearby airport Santa Ynez, with 2,000 feet to spare, mind you. Well, that's all I have to say on this. Let me know what you think by leaving a comment. If you like this video, might I suggest that you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell? Well, thanks for watching.